Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Right Bench Podcast. I'm Charlie.
And I'm James.
This will be our first ever college baseball episode. We got the College World Series coming in. I'm really hyped about this. I know James is too. It'll be a quick one for you. We got a recap, the two games that happened on Friday, and then we're going to preview the two games coming up Saturday. And I got those days of the week right?
I believe you did. Yeah.
And then we're going to pick the elimination and winners bracket games that are now formulated from Friday. All right. Then we have Dog of the Day. From Friday.
Bringing it back. Bringing it back.
Yeah, all right. Let's start it. The 4th seed, UNC, knocks off number 12, Virginia, 3-2. This is a Virginia team I really like. UNC team, obviously, with a lot of hopes to win it all. Van Honeycutt with a walk-off single in this one. We'll talk about the coaching decision later. But UNC just found ways to win all postseason. They've been won like 4 games in their last at-bat. Like, it's just been just finding ways to win in the last couple innings. Evan Blanco, the Virginia pitcher, went 6.2 innings, 7 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 4 2 runs, I think is what that is. Mm-hmm. My R's my K's look alike.
Yep.
2 runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Sorry about that. So this is a great game from him. The lefty, he was really efficient as well as, and he got out a couple jams there in the start. Just a really good outing for him as a whole.
Yeah, and yes, he had a great game, but I want to talk about Jason DeCaro, the freshman on the bump for UNC.
DeCaro
had a heck of a game. He was calm and collected as a freshman to be on that stage. It's hard to do. He had big strikeouts when he needed to. He was able to get out of jams just like the Virginia guy. This became a pitching battle. After the 4th inning, this became a pitching battle up until about the 8th. This was a heck of a game. It was fun to watch 2 pitchers go back-to-back. We haven't seen that since last year. It was really fun, and I believe the UNC is going to win it all. Yeah, that's my pick.
Okay, well, you're wrong. Anyway,
just putting that out
DeCaro got out of definitely more jams than Blanco did. In his 4 innings, had 4 hits, 1 run, 4 walks, which is a little bit of the freshman anxiety. I think it was a lot in that first inning when he got the bases loaded, but did get out of that with the 6 strikeouts. It's a really good game for him. He wasn't very efficient with his pitches. That's why he could only go 4. But if you put a 0 up there, it's all that really matters, right?
Yeah.
And you want to talk about a UNC pitcher that shut it down? Dalton Pitts for the last 3.1 innings. No hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts.
Yep.
It just shut it down to the end of the game for UNC. That's a lot of the reason they won.
Yeah, they killed it. And let's obviously get into the elephant in the room now. Vance Honeycutt.
Not yet.
Really?
I'm talking about Virginia right now.
Bruh.
I'm talking about
they lost.
Look, Virginia's offense. They're one of the best in the country. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And not just because of their power. They don't overwhelm you with power. They're gonna base hit, like really good average team that could also hit for a little bit of power. They didn't show up in this game. 2 runs, 5 hits. Really, just another thing that's great for UNC's pitching, right? Really good thing to see for UNC. But can Virginia emerge from the losers bracket?
No. I believe they will have 2 losses and go home.
This is a really good team.
This is a good team. This team is good, but this team is not on the level of a bunch of other teams that are here. I believe this team will be gone. This
Virginia team, they have good pitching. That showed in this game, right? They pitched really well. Will that continue? I don't know. But their offense, they're not going to stay down. This is a team I think wins their next game, and I think does have a puncher's chance at getting out of that losers bracket, at least to the finals of their little regional.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly think they can go win their next 3 games. I do.
Wow.
Will it happen? Probably not. But let's go into coaching decisions. So there's a runner on third, 1 out. Winning run on third. That's 1 out. And Van Honeycutt's on deck, 9 hole at the plate. At that point, you need to walk the next 2. Bases loaded, get Cook up. But the coach is like, you know what? I think Cook is their best hitter, so I'm not going to do that.
Casey Cook was the best hitter that day.
Yeah. Okay. So they said, you know what? We're going to pitch to the 9 hole. Great. You struck him out. Awesome. Now you have 2 outs, runner on third. That's a winning run again. And Honeycutt's at the plate with 2. Now you don't walk him. And why doesn't he walk him? The coach says because Casey Cook is on deck and he's the best guy. You have 2 open bases. You have 2. So you can walk Honeycutt, then you can walk Cook and have Harbor at the plate, who's a great hitter, but objectively worse than the other 2 guys. So I don't know why you wouldn't do that, but
Yeah, and yes, Vance Honeycutt went 0 for 4 before this happened. He was 0 for 4. He was not hitting great. He was not seeing the ball well. and then he walks it off in the bottom of the ninth, right? And maybe it's a
do.
bad coaching decision. Maybe it's just an amazing player coming through, right?
What's both?
UNC has had 3 walk-offs in the postseason. This team is able to stay alive when it comes down to the nitty and gritty things that they need to do. Their pitching has been great in the clutch down the stretch, and they've had 3 walk-offs. Like, this team is good. This team is built for Omaha. They're built for these close games. But yeah, I think you do intentionally walk Honeycutt.
And Cook.
And maybe Cook.
It's not just to get the bases loaded. It's not when there's 2 outs, it doesn't matter. But it's to get to the worst hitter.
And I'll be honest, if I was in that coaching spot, I probably would have thrown to Honeycutt. Because our pitching has been great today. Honeycutt has not been good today. I think that was the spot where you do actually just pitch to him because you don't risk the possibility of Cook getting up, right? And, I mean, I understand. I mean, you're getting down into a 2, 3, 4. Those are the best hitters in the lineup. It doesn't matter if they're objectively worse. I probably would have pitched to Honeycutt. Was it the right decision? Maybe not, but it was what he had to make in the situation he had, and that's what happened. And you lose that game. It's tough, but UNC's the better team. UNC's able to stretch these games out. They're very, very impressive.
UNC, I think Virginia outplayed them. Even with their offense struggling, I think Virginia outplayed them in this game. Especially in the first few innings. It was, I mean, UNC did have the more hits and stuff, but I think Virginia's pitching was really able to dominate more than. I think Virginia got kind of on base more. I think. Well, they didn't actually.
I mean, not really.
I kind of backed myself into a hole, but like, I did think Virginia was going to win this game.
Okay.
The whole time, until they got that double in the ninth, or triple, or whatever it was in the ninth inning. All right, let's move on. And then one seed Tennessee. Tennessee gets their first walk-off of the season against number 8 seed FSU, 12-11. Dylan Dreiling hit a walk-off single to cap off the 4-run ninth for Tennessee. I mean, most people here just don't like Tennessee. I mean, obviously, just Vitello their coach is absolute dirtbag. It's just they're kind of good, just kind of upsets everyone. But anyway, Christian Moore went 5 for 6 with a cycle. A cycle, 2 doubles, but only 1 RBI, which I think is kind of weird.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
But yeah, I mean, he still had a great game. He had scored 4 times.
Yeah.
I mean, but Tennessee, if you're Tennessee, you got to look at your pitching because it was not good. You gave up 11 runs, used 6 pitchers. That's concerning. Your pitching hasn't been good all postseason, especially in that super regional against Evansville where they were kind of getting their bats going. So you either got, if you want to come out and win this whole thing, you got to have the pitching step up along with the offense staying as high as it is.
Yeah, and I believe that Christian Moore is the best player in baseball. I believe he should have won it. He didn't win best player in college baseball. He didn't win SEC Player of the Year, guys. He won the Triple Crown and didn't win SEC Player of the Year. Y'all that's insane. He's a finalist for the Golden Spikes. I believe he should win it. It's an insane thing that Christian Moore has been doubted this entire year. Condon obviously won the SEC Player of the Year. Good for him. But Moore hit for the cycle in this game, and he's played amazing all postseason. He played amazing all year. He set multiple records at Tennessee this year. He's been there for a while. Christian Moore is the best player in college baseball, and we have to give him his credit. Christian Moore has been amazing. I am so impressed with what I've seen from this kid.
He's great.
He is insanely impressive.
All right, if you want to get into Florida State, Jaime Ferrer, sorry if I botched that, Ferrer, he was Super 5 with a homer, a walk, and 4 RBI in this game. Big game from him. FSU didn't use as many pitchers, only 4 of them, but none of them pitched well. They weren't good, so you're going to have those pitchers step up, kind of like Tennessee does. They want to come out of that loser's bracket, right? And can they emerge? I don't think they will. I think Virginia's going to take care of them pretty easily. Not easily in the next game, but I think Virginia takes care of them in the next game. I think a bad matchup for Florida State in their next one. Their pitching is just not going to get it done. Their offense is great, but...
Yeah, this offense for FSU is truly incredible. They've got 2 guys who are going to go top 15, Cam Smith and James Tibbs, I believe is his name. Tibbs, I can't remember exactly his name. He's an incredible player. FSU did most of their damage in the 3rd inning from the start with smart base running and great eyes at the plate. They're so disciplined at the plate. That's what's so impressive for FSU for me. They're impressive base running as well because everybody's fast. Everybody's fast. And they're smart about the way, how they do it. FSU is very, very impressive. This offense is really cool. It's different. But if we want to talk about Tennessee, what got them in this hole, a bunch of errors. There were so many errors in the first 4 innings for Tennessee. And not all of them were called errors, but there was a bunch of bobbles in left field. There was a bunch of missed throws at first by Christian Moore, by Detry. There was a bunch of different things. The Vols did not play a good game. They played a sloppy game. They didn't deserve to win this game.
Their offense bailed them out.
But yeah, their offense bails them out, as they always do.
Yeah, alright. And they almost did suck in both of these games. But I think they were consistently terrible, so it didn't really affect either game. Anyway, alright, you want to move on?
No. What? We didn't talk about the biggest thing.
What's the biggest thing?
The umpires in this game.
Dude, they weren't
the umpires in this game. There was a horrible
They were consistently
call.
terrible.
They were consistently terrible for both sides. This entire
game. In both games.
Both games. They were just bad. But the umps really just messed up Florida State in this one. There was a swing that Blake Burke did swing.
Didn't swing. No, he didn't swing.
You have not seen the clip.
I watched
You have not seen the clip. Pull up the clip right now. We're pulling it up right now. His bat is totally extended across the plate. Like, it's in a straight line, probably a foot across the plate. Like, you can draw a line from where his bat is and where the plate is. His bat is so over the plate. But this is what happens. They get a little bit of momentum. Blake Burke doubles into the gap. And then this is when they eventually get their walk-off. But it all started from a no call on this swing, which Charlie's about to look up. But all the momentum just, it was tough. And but this is the most exciting game I've genuinely watched all year in college baseball. Very, very fun. I was very impressed with both teams, and I believe that FSU still has a chance to come out of the losers bracket.
I see. I think he's holding it back.
Bro, look and pull up the picture.
It's not
nope,
about the plate.
Pull up the picture.
It's not about the plate. It's about his momentum.
It's about the plate. If it's across the plate.
You can line up at the front and the back of the box, and that completely change it.
Oh my god. Bro, the rule book states you can't go over the plate. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of a check swing. You don't go over the plate.
No, because you can just back up. You can just be in the back of the box and never get a check swing.
Okay, that's not. Oh my god.
Whether attempt to. Okay. Front of the. Wait, what? I'm clicking on this Reddit. Reddit's always right.
Oh my goodness, bro. He swung. You can go look up the clip right now.
I'm looking at a picture right here.
He swung.
That's not.
He swung. He swung. Look.
No,
press on it. Press on the picture. And look at where the plate is.
Can't
see the plate. Oh my god.
I don't think he swung.
Oh my god, you're so funny.
He didn't swing.
Oh my god.
That's not a swing.
Dude, that's a swing.
No, it's not.
Oh my god. You're crazy.
I'm not crazy.
Yes, you are.
A normal person.
You're crazy, dude. Everyone thinks he swung, and he did swing.
Everyone doesn't know baseball.
Oh my gosh. This is MLB rulebook.
Shut up.
This is different rulebook.
It's the same exact. It's the same.
It's not true.
There's 3 outs in both games. The check swing is the same.
Oh my god.
Alright. This is so stupid. Why does it tell me? Giant.
Look.
Where?
Look, you have to. You're just like, you're not reading. Exactly like you said. They asked the base umpire for the viewing angle is so commonly used in metric, has a good angle. This is how they call it.
He
swung.
Using the plate wouldn't be. I think it's if you cross your own body or something.
It doesn't matter.
Like
his arms were fully extended.
That doesn't matter.
Here. His arms were fully extended and across his body.
You could be here and it's still not a strike.
No one's gonna swing. That's not the point.
Could.
You swing here.
You have no idea what the rule is.
Oh my gosh! Hold up.
Look it up on your phone.
Nope. This is where now we're going.
You have no idea what the rule is. You were yapping.
Now we're gonna talk about it. Talk a little bit about Tennessee.
No, I'm still looking at this.
This is crazy.
It's not a swing. I don't think it's a swing. He's not fully extended past his body. His arms are not fully extended. This arm is not fully extended, big dog. His arm is completely bent. Look, right here. There's a good picture of it. Arm is not extended. I think these are different pictures. No, yeah. Actually, I don't know. Oh, here's the one with the plate. See, he's just up front. He's
in front of the plate by a foot.
It might be a swing, but like.
Oh my god!
He's lined
might
up.
Be a swing.
He's lined up in front of the plate.
Look,
I wouldn't have been mad either way. It was close. It's very close.
Let's see. Vols first baseman Blake Burke on replay of his check swing. He did in fact swing. The result should have been in fact a strike 3. This is the angle right here.
Yeah.
As we can see. Y'all can't see, but This is the rule for a half swing in the NCAA. Section 39 states an attempt by the batter to stop the forward motion of the bat while swinging, which puts the batter in jeopardy of a strike being called. The half swing shall be called a strike if the barrel head of the bat passes the batter's front hip. This does not apply to a bunt attempt when the batter pulls the bat back.
Yeah, okay.
It is in front of his front hip by a foot.
You're yapping at the plate, and I told you
it
to the plate.
Doesn't matter.
You were yapping at the plate.
Did he swing or not?
I don't think I was close.
You don't think he swung?
He probably did, but it was close.
Now you're going back.
Yeah,
Do you think he swung or not?
I'm saying you're right. I'm saying
okay. Did he swing or not?
It was close.
He swung, and the whole point of this.
It is too close to really close. You still can't. The
whole point of this does determine the game. And usually it's not supposed to come down to one call that determines a game, but this did.
No, because they still got 3 hits after.
It didn't matter. This ends the game right here. It was a heck of a pitch. It was a heck of a pitch, and he went. It was a heck of a pitch. If you go back and look at the tape, it's a heck of a pitch. Tennessee went. They should be out. It's 3 strikes. You're gone. FSU's in the winner's bracket. One call does determine a game. No, and this is what happened right here. It did.
One call can never.
And usually it's not supposed to, but it did in this instance.
They still needed 2 runs after that, and they got them because that doesn't. You can't give up 4 runs in the 9th inning just because of one bad call. You can't go up 4. It's not like that was the play that is the exact play that. It's not like Blake Burke ended up walking it off. Blake Burke could have doubled. Good. Okay, you have 2 more chances to get the next 2 guys out.
Okay. Here's a good example. If you
can't get one out, you can't win a game.
Listen to this. Okay. It's a 2-2 game. Okay. Let's look at the Virginia UNC game. It's 2-2, right?
It was the game was 12-10.
Oh my God! I just listened. It's 2-2 in the Virginia UNC game. Okay. Yeah. Honeycutt's in a 2-2 count, and he check swings and he goes, but it's not called. And then he hits a walk off.
That's not what happened. But that's not what happened because Blake Burke didn't hit the walk off. That's such a bad analogy.
It doesn't matter.
I just said it
doesn't matter.
It's such a bad analogy. Blake Burke did not hit the walk off. If Blake Burke hit the walk off, fine. Blake Burke, you could have gotten one of the next 2 guys out.
But you didn't. It's the heart of their order. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Tough.
Oh. It should have been a strike.
You gotta get that out. You have to get those out.
And he even admitted it should have been a strike. That strike determines the game. That's game over. FSU's in the winner's bracket. They won by 2. Right? Tough. The game should have ended at 11-9. It didn't. It ended at 12-11
They got 3 more runs. You can't go up 3 more runs. Whether it's a bad call or not, you can't go up 3 more runs after that.
There was many calls on both these games on both sides. The umpires did not do a good job in either one of these games. I was not impressed. It's very, very tough. And FSU fans, it stinks for you. Now, I don't really know what to say about this. I'll be honest. Tennessee's the number 1 seed, right? A lot of people want them there. I don't know if it's a rigged thing. It's probably not. It's just a missed call. But it really does stink that Florida State can't be there because they played their butt off in this game. And we have to give them their flowers. They deserve it way more than Tennessee deserved it. I was very impressed with the Seminoles.
Tennessee's offense bailed them out.
I don't have much words.
Tennessee's offense bailed them out. And Florida State's pitching, no one in Florida State pitched well. Not a single one of their pitchers pitched well. So you have to have somebody pitch well if you want to win games. Tennessee
didn't pitch well.
Nobody deserved to win in this game. Neither team deserved to win
this game.
Tennessee's a better team. They won just because their offense is better. Their offense is better, and they're 1 by 1. All right. You can't go up 4 runs in the 9th. You're up by 3 in the 9th, you got to win that game. Absolutely, every time. All right. Let's move on to the games today. Number 10 seed NC State, the 2 seed Kentucky. We're going to battle it out. This is Kentucky's first ever College World Series appearance. The Kentucky's a team that's carried by pitching and defense. They're both pitching and defense is really, really good. They're hitting solid, not the best out there, but it's all right. NC State, polar opposite. They're an offensive machine, one of the best offensive teams in this tournament, probably maybe even second best behind Virginia. Pitching isn't their strong suit. So this is going to be a really interesting matchup of strength versus strength, weakness versus weakness, or the other way around. I don't really know. But I think, so on the Kentucky's pitching versus NC State's offense, it's going to be a battle, and I'm really excited to see it.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how Kentucky's offense capitalizes on not great pitching from NC State. They have not been good at pitching really most of the year. Their bullpen's shallow. Kentucky led the SEC in stolen bases this year. They're going to need to run the bases. They're going to need to do the same thing they've done all year. Kentucky's a fun team to watch. NC State is as well. I believe this is going to be a fast game, a high-powered game. There's going to be a lot of home runs. There's going to be a lot of stolen bases. This game's going to be fun. It's not going to be a pitching battle, I'll tell you that. It's going to be an offensive battle. But it's going to be a good game either way. And I'm excited to see these two teams play.
It might be a pitching battle, but a one-way pitching battle. I mean, it's a blowout for Kentucky. Anyway, you can see the discrepancy in pitching. In just the projected starters in this game. Sam Highfield for NC State, he's 7-2 with a 5.06 ERA. Whereas for Kentucky, you got Trey Poozer, 7-1, 3.46 ERA. So the records are pretty similar, but you can see the discrepancy in hit pitching, which is by the ERAs. It's like a 1.5 difference.
And NC State's putting their best guy on the mound. This kid's a stud. That's the only really starting pitching they have. They got to take this one now. They got to win this game.
Yeah. The NC State has been an inconsistent team, especially in the postseason. You saw it in the Georgia series, right? Get blown out, blow out, all that stuff. They found ways to win. When they have to win, they find ways to win. That's what they did in that third game against Georgia, just putting them away. And that's what they did in the regional. Just the NC State's bats is the last thing they had. They had to come up. Had to come up big and had to overcome this great Kentucky staff. Their offense is led by third baseman Makariewicz.
That was close.
And then this Jacob Kozart kid is also really good. So these two guys really have to step up along with the entire offense to overcome the great Kentucky staff.
Yeah, for sure. Can we do a prediction?
I don't have a prediction for this game.
Seriously?
I would say I think Kentucky's gonna win, but I think it's gonna be close.
Yeah, okay. I have Wildcats winning 6-4. I believe the pitching for UK comes up big, and I think NC State. The problem with them is they can't manufacture runs quick. Kentucky can do that. They can steal bases. I think that's a big storyline in this game is stolen bases for Kentucky. I think it's going to be a fast game. I expect UK to win this game 6-4.
All right, it all comes down to the Kentucky pitching. If Kentucky pitches well, they're going to come out of this game with an easy win. But they're just going to have to happen against a really good NC State offense. All right, next game, the only non-national seeded team in the tournament, Florida, going up against 3-seed A&M. Florida was barely over 500 in the regular season. They're a 3-seed in their regional, barely got into the tournament, but they're on fire right now. Their bats have always been good. Their pitching is not the best, but it can be there. It can be there, right?
Yeah.
But A&M, they just dominated all season long. Especially in the postseason, they haven't lost yet. They're a total complete team. They can beat you in any way. Their hitting is elite, but their pitching is better.
Yeah, their pitching is amazing.
It's just they're an all-around amazing team. It's gonna be tough to beat A&M in this tournament.
Yeah, Texas A&M's got the deepest bullpen in college baseball this year. They genuinely do. Them and Kentucky probably have the two deepest bullpens. But Texas A&M definitely does. They have every single person out their bullpen in their dugout can pitch. Every single person you can rely on. Now, Florida's got experience. That's one thing that I think is going to be important in this game. A&M has not been here before with this team, right? Florida has. Florida's been with a very similar team last year and the year before. This team's very good. Caglione, you obviously have leading the pack, but everyone around him is insanely impressive to watch, and Florida's been here. I think that's a big storyline that people need to look at a little bit more. Now, Florida is most likely going to start the freshman. Liam Peterson's probably going to be on the mound. He was a heck of a stud this year. He killed it in the postseason this year. Now, it's bright lights here in Omaha. It's way different. Can he get out of tough innings? That's the biggest storyline for Florida pitching in this one. Now, the star center fielder for the Aggies, Braden Montgomery, is going to be out the entire College World Series. That's a big bat loss in the lineup. That's a big bat loss. He can run really fast in center field. He's one of the best at getting the balls in the gaps. And he is out with a leg injury. He will not be playing this entire thing. I'm not sure he's filling in his spot. But the Aggies, that's a big bat loss in the lineup.
Yeah. You might be thinking, Florida's not... No way Florida can lose to A&M, or beat A&M, I mean, because A&M's just so much better. Florida won the series in the regular season. They won 3 series A&M lost.
They did.
So, it's just something to look for. Florida might have their number. Florida's got multiple guys that obviously hit bombs with Caglione. I'm blanking all the other guys, but, Caglione leads every single stat. He's just amazing. All the other guys in their lineup, their pitching's not great. They're going to have to step up, especially against these great teams in Omaha. They're going to have to step up. We'll see what Florida can do.
Yeah, for my prediction, I have Florida winning 9-7
Really?
in this game. I think the experience does pay off for Florida. I think that's the biggest storyline in this one, and I think Peterson, the freshman, rises to the occasion and pitches a heck of a game. I think Florida's pitching is actually going to be pretty good in the first couple of innings, and then eventually A&M's going to have one of those innings where they go on just a crazy run. But I think Florida is just going to be able to maintain it. I expect them to outlast this one 9-7.
I have A&M winning this game, usually.
Okay.
I think A&M wins it easily. I don't have a score, but I'll say 8-2.
Wow.
8-2. All right, let's get into these games that have been formulated from yesterday. We're just gonna pick them really quickly. UNC versus Tennessee winners bracket game. My pick is gonna be Tennessee 9, UNC 6. Both offenses are going to be great in this game, as they've been all season. I think Tennessee's offense will overpower the pitching woes. Their pitching woes, right? Their pitching has been great, but their offense is going to overpower it. UNC won't be able to keep up. 9-6.
Yeah, I have UNC winning this game 7-6. I think UNC is going to win the whole thing. I've already said that this episode. I think UNC's got one of the best offenses in college baseball. I think Honeycutt has a heck of a game. I think Cook keeps it up. I think their top 4 bats right now are so hot.
Are they?
Yes, they are. This UNC batting order is tough. You don't want to go against them. I think Tennessee drops this one and goes back down to the loser's bracket.
I haven't seen much out of the UNC offense so far this postseason, other than Honeycutt and Cook.
What?
I've seen Honeycutt, Cook. The rest of their lineup, I haven't seen much from. D'Onofrio hasn't been good. Parks Harbor's
Gallagher, the freshman, has been amazing. He's been amazing.
He was good.
In the regional, he is so good.
After that first game, he wasn't awesome. After that first game, he had the walk off. Great. He wasn't great against LSU either time, and so they're just gonna have to find a way to get their offense a little bit rolling, a little bit more, which I think that will happen. That will come, but I think Tennessee takes it.
Okay.
Florida State versus Virginia. My pick is gonna be Virginia.
Yeah, we know.
7. Florida State 6. Really close game. I think the Virginia offense is gonna come alive. This is the best offense out here. They're not gonna struggle for numbers wise. They're the best offense out here. They're not gonna struggle twice in a row, right? Especially because the way they play. They don't overpower you with power. Just because they go into power slump doesn't make them bad offensively. Like some of these other teams, they're a contact team. They will base hit you to death, and I think that's what they'll do in this game. Their pitching's going to stay hot and limit the FSU offense to 6.
All right, I've got another disagreement here. I think Florida State is one of the best teams in Omaha this year. Their offense is amazing. They've got heck of coaching around them. Their pitching has actually been great at the end of the regular season. It hasn't been great in the postseason, but I believe Florida State wins this game 8-3. I think Florida State is going to have a heck of a game offensively. Everyone's going to show out, and I think they get themselves back in the winner's bracket.
I don't see Virginia.
I think Virginia goes home. I think Virginia goes home in 2 games.
I think Florida State's going to have to outscore Virginia.
That's what I had them doing.
I don't see really
8-3. Yeah, they outscored.
I don't see Virginia scoring less than 5.
They scored 2 yesterday. By the way,
yeah, I know.
Just letting you know.
They're not going to. That's not going to happen again.
Okay.
It's not going to happen again. That's what I've been saying the whole episode. It's not going to happen again. All right. Let's go on the dog of the day.
Dog of the day!
Wait, hold up.
Let's get it. This is the dog of yesterday, I guess.
Oh my god, this is stupid.
This is the dog of yesterday. So,
yeah.
You go yours first.
Alright, my dog is a guy that went 1 for 5 on the day.
Yeah.
How?
Crazy.
Yeah, why would he be a dog, right? 1 hit, it was a single. It was a walk-off single. It was Van Honeycutt struggled, but he's done what he's done all postseason. Come out of a struggling day and just come with a big hit. That's what he did in this one with a walk-off single.
Yeah, and I had Christian Moore. Christian Moore was the best player yesterday. I think we could all collectively agree that. He hit for the cycle, and he scored the game-tying run. He had 2 doubles in this game, a home run, a single, and a triple. He's the second player ever to hit for a cycle in the College World Series, Men's College World Series. Christian Moore was so impressive yesterday. He is probably the best player in the field now. Very, very fun to watch. Christian Moore is my dog of the day.
It'll be interesting to see if he really translates to MLB.
No, probably not.
I'm not really sure. He could, but because he's got the 5 tools. But I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thank you all for listening. It was a good episode. 1 more week, and then that'll be all.
Yeah, let us know in the comments down below. Let us know about what you think about the FSU Tennessee take. Because we have differentiating opinions. Is that the right word?
Sure.
Differentiating opinions.
Differing
opinions. So just let us know in the comments.
I think he's swung, but I don't think it costed the game. I don't think that directly costed him the game.
Okay.
Because it still doesn't.
Now he's saying he's swung.
I said that earlier. I think he's
going back.
He may have swung. He may have swung, but it didn't directly cost him the game. He still doesn't.
Either way,
this doesn't make a 4-run inning.
Either way,
good.
Just let us know in the comments your take on it.
I'm looking for a word. It's still
couldn't find it.
Shoot. All right. Anyway,
see you later,
thank you for listening.